Good afternoon. My name is Nathaniel Mays. I am the Dean of Student Life at Lesley University. It is my great pleasure to welcome all of our graduates of the class of 2021, their families and friends, to our 2021 virtual commencement celebration. I also welcome all members of the Lesley University faculty and staff, our Board of Trustees, and any Lesley alumni who may be viewing this broadcast. Before we begin the ceremony, I would like to read Lesley's land acknowledgement. We would like to acknowledge the traditional occupants of this land on which this meeting takes place, as well as honor what this land means to the culture and traditions of those who originally occupied this space. We acknowledge that where we are right now is on the traditional homelands of the Massachusetts people, and they are still with us today. We also acknowledge their neighbors and relatives, the Nipmuc and Wampanoag peoples as well. In addition, we extend a welcome to any Aboriginal, Native American, and/or First Nation people watching this ceremony. Today, we are recognizing the graduates of all four of Lesley University's undergraduate and graduate schools: the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, the Lesley College of Art and Design, the Graduate School of Education, and the Graduate School of Arts and Social Sciences. We also are recognizing the students completing our Threshold program. The hooding ceremony for doctoral degrees completed from August 2019 through May 2021 is also included in this virtual celebration. With me today in person are Lesley's president, Janet Steinmeier, our provost and chief academic officer, Jonathan Jefferson, and the chair of our board of trustees, Hans Strauss. To protect the health and safety of our community during the pandemic, we are filming this ceremony without an audience on our South Campus near Harvard Square. The four of us appearing on camera in person have been vaccinated. In filming these videos, we are observing safety precautions with a very small number of people present to help us with the filming. As Dean, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the students who have completed their final semesters at Lesley during this unprecedented year of challenges. In any year, completing your degree or program is an accomplishment to be very proud of. This year, we are especially proud of your perseverance, as you should be of yourselves. I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the entire Lesley faculty and staff for their extraordinary dedication and commitment to serving our students. I especially appreciate the employees who were willing and able to work on campus last fall and this spring so that a few student cohorts who could safely access the facilities that they needed to carry out their studies. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce our provost, Dr. Jonathan K. Jefferson.
Thank you, Dean Mays, for getting us started. I join you in congratulating our 2021 graduates. You made it. What a year it's been. Having stepped into the provost role last summer, I cannot say I wasn't expecting it to be a very challenging year to lead Lesley's faculty, or one that would demand us all to think differently about every aspect of the way we work together. It's been both a sprint and a marathon. When the shutdown was announced last year during spring break, our faculty turned on a proverbial dime and in the space of only 2 weeks, adapted their classes to finish our academic year remotely. Over the summer, faculty continued to work tirelessly to convert their courses to virtual instruction and to learn to use new teaching technology. To prepare for returning remotely last fall, the Virtual Academic Task Force created virtual frameworks, templates, and a teaching guide, and faculty from all departments attended training workshops before the first day of classes. Over the course of this academic year, faculty have continued to adapt and improve their remote teaching in response to seeing what works well and what can be improved. All along, we've been learning together and learning from our students who always keep us on our toes. Faculty, I appreciate your creativity and flexibility in meeting individual student needs. Overall, I am proud of how much we've been able to accomplish and how much we've learned along the way about how to engage with our students and with each other across distance and time. During this very demanding year, I know you have also had to juggle many responsibilities and stresses at home. So thank you, deans and program leaders, faculty leadership and management faculty, core and adjunct faculty, and all the staff for your extraordinary commitment to putting the needs of our students above your own. You make the Lesley clock tick, and I hope you can take a break this summer to recharge your batteries. I also like to express my appreciation to all of the families of our graduates. I have a daughter graduating from nursing school this month, and I know how proud you are and how challenging this year has been for all the families of students of all ages. I know that some of this year's graduates are parents themselves and have had to supervise their own kids who were home from school and learning remotely while keeping up with their Lesley classes. It has taken a lot of bandwidth in both senses of the word. To the parents and step-parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins of Lesley graduates, together you have raised and supported an exceptional group of students. This year, many of these young people have unexpectedly returned to live with you again. I hope you found a silver lining in each other's company through these tough times. Trust me, your graduates are more than ready and very well prepared to be out into the world making a difference. We will miss them next year, but we look forward to welcoming them back as alumni, and some of them will be back very soon as graduate students. Congratulations, graduates, you've made it. Now it is my honor to introduce the chair of Lesley's Board of Trustees, Hans Strock. Mr. Strock became a Lesley trustee in 2004. He served as vice chair from 2009 to 2017 and became chair in July of 2017. He is president and founding principal of Cambridge-based HDS Architecture Incorporated. He also leads the Massey Foundation, a family foundation focused on social justice, education, and the arts, and which launched one of the largest post-Nazi stolen art investigations and restitution efforts in Germany. Many of us have attended Lesley's annual Strock Massey Visiting Artist Lecture Series, which Mr. Strock endowed in 2008. Mr. Strock, the podium is all yours.
On behalf of the Lesley University Board of Trustees, of which I am chair, it is my great pleasure to welcome Lesley's 2021 graduates and their families to our virtual commencement ceremony. I also welcome all the Lesley faculty, staff, alumni, honorees, and special guests joining us remotely. I'm delighted to be able to participate in this celebration along with Dean Mays, Provost Jefferson, and President Steinmeier. Graduates, whether you are receiving your undergraduate master's or doctoral degree from one of our 4 colleges and schools or completing your work in our Threshold program, you have overcome a truly extraordinary set of circumstances during the past year. No other group of Lesley graduates has faced the myriad of challenges you have. You have juggled more than the usual work-life responsibilities with your academic workload. You have coped with social isolation and separation from loved ones and withstood disruptions, large and small, that may have kept you from successfully completing your studies this year. I commend each and every one of you on demonstrating remarkable persistence and determination in crossing the 2021 finish line. Together, you have made all of us very proud, and I'm sure you will continue to do so in the next chapter of your lives. I encourage you all to stay connected to the Lesley community as alumni and lifelong learners. It is now my pleasure to introduce Lesley's President, Janet Steinmeier. This is President Steinmeier's second virtual graduation since she transitioned from being my fellow trustee to the President's office in July 2019. We hope that the third time is the charm, and that by next spring we will again be able to gather in person to celebrate our 2022 graduates. The board and I are very grateful for Janet's steady hand and forward-looking vision during these unprecedented times. She has remained positive throughout, and her unflagging energy and commitment to Lesley's future are an inspiration to us all. President Steinmeier, the podium is all yours.
Thank you for your kind words, Hans. And thank you, Jonathan and Nathaniel, for being here today and for all you do for Lesley day in and day out. On behalf of the entire Lesley University community, I joyfully welcome all who are participating remotely in our 2021 commencement ceremony, and most especially this year's graduates and their families. So this has been anything but a normal year. And as our board chair just noted, for the 2 years that I have had the privilege of serving as Lesley's president, the COVID-19 pandemic has caused us to rethink many of our normal traditions, including this most special day. To Lesley's 2021 graduates and to those who graduated in 2020, please know that we all share your disappointment in it not being safe for us to celebrate together in person. Commencement Day is a high point for the entire Lesley community. Each spring, all of us look forward to gathering to congratulate our graduates and to congratulate our colleagues on the successful completion of the academic year. Today, we're all missing each other's physical presence as we have over the entire past year. I'm mindful, too, that the pandemic has taken the lives of over 3 million people globally in just over a year, and that the toll continues to climb. Some of you have lost a loved one or a friend to the virus, someone special who in a normal year might have attended commencement with you. To those of you who are holding a chair empty in someone's memory, I send my deepest sympathy. I realize that some of you are unhappy with our decision not to hold an in-person commencement. These feelings may even make some of you want to fast forward through my speech. But to those willing to listen, please understand that it is my responsibility as Lesley's president to make difficult decisions with the best interests of the entire community in mind. It was not a decision made lightly. We considered and reconsidered it repeatedly this spring, knowing how disappointed many of you are. Perhaps a decade or two from now, we'll all look back on this year and feel differently. But today, our goal is to focus our energy on doing the very best we can to celebrate the accomplishments of this year's Lesley graduates, knowing they will continue to give us many opportunities to celebrate their accomplishments well into the future. And to that end, I'm very pleased to announce that we'll plan a special celebration for members of our classes of 2020 and 2021 next spring, when we hope it'll be safe to bring everyone together. And we'll involve students in planning how to celebrate you. So please stay tuned and please stay in touch. In many respects, we are living through an era of reconsideration. Almost a year ago to the day, May 25th, 2020, George Floyd was killed, igniting an historic racial justice moment. For those of us born with white privilege, the Black Lives Matter movement has laid bare the pervasive systemic injustices that have long been known to and suffered by BIPOC people. The trial and the verdict have forced us to confront the gaping distance left in the journey between marking a milestone victory for police accountability and reaching the ultimate destination of justice. This past year has demanded that we hold ourselves, our institution, and our democracy up to a mirror and to acknowledge how much of our work remains unfinished. As a nation, we will be climbing Amanda Gorman's hill for many years to come. When Amanda read her poem, The Hill We Climb, at President Biden's inauguration, she gave us a glimpse into a future led by young people of conscience. Through the artful wisdom of her words, the potential of that future shone as brightly as her yellow coat. Those of us who have chosen to work in schools and colleges have always known that the future lies in our students' hands. A deep commitment to improving people's lives is what calls Lesley students to study the most human of arts: teaching, counseling, the visual arts. It's the same calling that motivates Lesley faculty and staff to work hard every day to prepare our students for the future they'll confront and shape. In these uncertain times, Lesley students and faculty are first responders to some of the most essential human needs: education, mental health, and creative expression. The pandemic has only underscored what we already know, that the work you do is essential on the climb up that hill. At Lesley, we are inspired every day by young people with the commitment to right historic wrongs, to make our world more just and more environmentally sustainable. Your passion activates us. Your idealism gives us hope. And we know we can count on you to hold us accountable and to do right and do better. This year's graduates have needed more than the usual amount of emotional strength and resilience to complete their degrees. Never has Lesley's motto, "I would have perished had I not persisted," felt more apt. With about 1,300 graduates this year, I'm afraid it's not possible to give each of you a well-deserved shout-out, but I'd like to highlight a few stories of 2021 Lesley graduates whose persistence inspires us. Amber Joy is a first-generation student completing her degree in holistic psychology and wellness. She overcame the mental health impacts of generational trauma to thrive as a student of the healing arts and to embrace her Indigenous identity. She will return to join our Expressive Arts Therapy Master's Program. Eileen, who is graduating with an MFA in Visual Arts, used her experience undergoing chemotherapy to inspire a joyful and witty exhibit called "Can You Make Hair for Me?" Working with students in our Expressive Arts Therapy program, Eileen staged and photographed unusual hair and headpieces. The images turned a lot of heads and made us think differently about identity and what we value. Elizabeth is earning a PhD in education, which might surprise some of her high school teachers. She dropped out. But it was the lack of a culturally sustaining curriculum in high school that inspired her research at Lesley, which explores ways in which creative writing can help high school students on the margins develop literary skills and agency. Debbie is earning a master's in art therapy to begin a second career as a licensed mental health counselor, a 12-year journey due to health struggles, including 2 bouts with cancer. She previously had a successful 25-year career in production design, persisting to succeed in making a midlife reinvention. David overcame childhood trauma and depression through therapy and found his way to our Center for the Adult Learner. He's earning a degree in liberal studies and has his sights on earning a master's in social work so that he can help others get their lives back on track. Alice returned to Lesley this year to complete the remaining credits of a degree that she began in 1998. Emotionally drained after 9/11, she left Lesley during her senior year and later became a licensed preschool director. The pandemic gave her the impetus and the opportunity to re-enroll remotely. 2 decades later, she's finally graduating with a liberal studies degree with a concentration in education. 2 of this year's graduates are exemplars of what it means to be a lifelong learner. Our most senior graduate degree recipient this year is in her 80s and already has a law degree from Yale. Now, after retiring from a successful career as a prosecutor, Mary is earning an MFA in visual arts. And our most senior undergraduate degree recipient is 73-year-old Pamela. A widowed pastor who immigrated from Honduras, she returned to the classroom to study holistic psychology after decades away. In addition, I would like to recognize the persistence of our Threshold program students and those in the first cohort of graduates from our partnership with the Urban College of Boston. Many other graduating students have addressed issues of equity and justice in their coursework and their research. This, too, is a hallmark of the Lesley experience, and this year has highlighted how essential connecting research to real-world practice is. Here are just a few examples. Natasha studied the role of mindfulness for healthcare workers experiencing burnout and compassion fatigue during the COVID-19 pandemic. 16 seniors in our College of Art and Design helped Native American leaders develop materials to support the legislative initiative to replace the harmful iconography on the Massachusetts state flag and seal, and are working on a related traveling exhibit and podcast. Serena focused on chronically homeless men and their experiences seeking affordable housing in her doctoral research in counseling and psychology. Jonathan focused his dissertation research on how leaders of predominantly white schools can better support students of color. Kimberly's doctoral research centered on transgender and non-binary therapists and psychologists whose voices and identities are often erased in their clinical training. Jacqueline examined the factors that contribute to the academic success of first-generation college students in her doctoral research. Again, these are just a few of the many examples of ways Lesley students have engaged with real-world problems and identified broken systems in need of repair. Their commitment to being agents of change makes us proud and gives us hope. Later in this ceremony, we'll hear directly from Lesley students representing each of our 4 colleges and schools in the Threshold program, and I thank them for sharing their personal stories with us. Years from now, your children and grandchildren will ask you, what was it like to be a student during these tumultuous times? They'll want to know not only what aspects of your life were affected by the confluence of the pandemic and the racial justice movement, but how you responded, what actions you took to change the world for the better. They'll want to know what you learned about yourself and others. They'll want to hear your stories, because it's through stories that we create empathy and deepen our understanding of different perspectives and lived experiences. Through the ages, it's been through the process of shaping memory into narrative that humans construct meaning. Research shows that choosing to frame your narrative into a redemptive arc can lead to greater resilience and psychological well-being. You have borne witness to suffering, hatred, and violence. But you have also seen everyday heroes step up and offer comfort, love, and compassion to strangers. And it is their actions and voices our stories must center and amplify. I recently read an obituary of a 91-year-old British woman named Lynn MacDonald who interviewed thousands of World War I veterans. In collecting their behind-the-scenes stories, she became known as the recording angel of the common soldier. To fully understand history as individuals, we need all of these narratives. Your generation will have important stories to tell. Remember this chapter of your lives. And as you look back on this chapter of your Lesley story, I hope you'll appreciate the moments of kindness and mutual support you've experienced, and that you'll find strength in the human connections that you forged despite these great challenges. I send you my warmest congratulations, and I wish you the very best of health as you commence the next chapter of your lives. I now invite our board chair and our provost to join me in announcing our 2021 honorary degree recipients.
Honorary degrees are awarded to individuals who have achieved distinction in their chosen fields and professions. By their example, honorary degree recipients make tangible a set of values we aspire to as an academic community. These individuals are models for us because of their intellectual engagement, artistic creations, professional achievement, and civic commitment. We are honored this year to award honorary degrees to two distinguished scholars and leaders. Dr. Elizabeth Brune, the former director of the Smithsonian American Art Museum Renwick Gallery in Washington, D.C., Dr. Laurie R. Santos, distinguished professor of psychology, head of Silliman College at Yale University, and the host of the podcast, The Happiness Lab. We are honored that Dr. Brune and Dr. Santos will be our 2021 commencement guest speakers. We will present them with their doctoral hoods and hear from them shortly.
In addition, the Board of Trustees has enthusiastically authorized awarding honorary degrees to these three outstanding individuals in recognition of their exceptional contributions to Lesley University. As board chair and on behalf of my fellow trustees, I congratulate Donald M. Perrin, who was elected to our Board of Trustees in 1999, served as chair from 2005 to 2009, and was named trustee emeritus in 2016. Paula Lunder, class of 1959, and Peter Lunder, whose generous support of the university made possible the construction of our Lunder Arts Center, and which also funds scholarships for students in our College of Art and Design. Mr. Perrin and Mr. and Mrs. Lunder will be participating remotely in the ceremonies to confer their honorary degrees and accept their doctoral hoods.
I can't tell you how delighted I am to be here to award an honorary degree to Donald M. Perrin, who served on our Board of Trustees for decades and who remains a trusted advisor as a trustee emeritus. I'm pleased that Don's son, Scott Perrin, is joining us today. Scott is a Lesley graduate, having received his master's degree in education in 2003. And now it serves as a special education teacher. I will now read the citation that honors you, Don. Trustee Emeritus, self-made man, business visionary, supporter of students and artists over the past half century. You, Donald M. Perrin, have humbly offered service throughout your lifetime to improve the well-being of everyone in your community. Today, we recognize your deep dedication to Lesley University and the invaluable wisdom and tireless work you have brought to further our mission. For your long-standing commitment and distinguished service to the university, the trustees of Lesley University are honored and pleased to confer upon you, Donald M. Perrin, the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. The hood and the diploma with which you've been invested are the visible symbols of your membership in this Society of Scholars. I now invite Scott Perrin to place the academic hood on Don's shoulders. Scott? To the trustees, faculty, staff, alumni, and students of Lesley University watching this ceremony, I present to you Donald M. Perrin, Doctor of Humane Letters. Don, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. President Steinmeier, Chairman Strauch, fellow trustees, and trustee emerita, thank you so much for this honor. For over 20 years, Lesley University has meant a great deal to me. I've enjoyed and continue to enjoy being a member of this community. It's a great privilege to be awarded an honorary doctorate of humane letters. My business career spans over 60 years, and I am meeting new challenges every day. I view these challenges as an opportunity to learn and to continue to grow. I am proud to say my son Scott received his graduate degree from Lesley. Scott's participation in the robing ceremony today is very meaningful to me, and my wife Sandy, who is here with us today, always brings out the best in me. I'll close with congratulations to the class of 2021. You are strong and you are smart. Always believe in yourself. The world is counting on you, and thank you all.
I am delighted to be here with Paula and Peter Lunder to award their honorary degrees. Their generous support has made possible the construction of our magnificent Lunder Art Center in Porter Square in 2015. They also fund wonderful scholarships for students in our College of Art and Design. I'll now read the formal citation that honors them both. Proud Lesley alumna, successful businessman, together stalwart supporters of healthcare, education, and the arts. You, Paula and Peter Lunder, have shown profound generosity, keen insight, and a deep commitment to our institution over many decades. You foster important connections between people and ideas, helping all of us thrive. Your wise counsel, your exceptional leadership, your unwavering enthusiasm for our university's mission, and your nurturing of students and leaders alike make you stand tall among those who have made a positive impact on this institution. In recognition of your steadfast dedication and boundless generosity to Lesley, the trustees of Lesley University are honored and pleased to confer upon you, Paula Lunder, the honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts. Peter, will you place the hood on Paula, please? Terrific. And now, Paula, may I ask you to place the hood on Peter? Peter, in recognition of your steadfast dedication and boundless generosity to Lesley, the trustees of Lesley University are honored and pleased to confer upon you, Peter Lunder, the honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts. The hoods and the diplomas which you have been invested are the visible symbols of your membership in this Society of Scholars. Congratulations, Paula and Peter.
Yes.
And now, would you like to say a few words?
Yes. Thank you, President Steinmeier, for those beautiful words and this great honor. Congratulations to all assembled here today for the Lesley University graduation 2021. To the graduates, we extend our best wishes for today and the future. And to your parents and families, we thank you for believing in your students. We hope you will appreciate your time at Lesley, the knowledge you have gained, and the friendships you have enjoyed. In a year of many challenges, you have persevered and succeeded. We salute you, as well as the faculty and administration led by President Steinmeier. I have always been proud of my Lesley education and hope you look back fondly on this special time in your lives. Receiving an honorary degree from Lesley University is an honor and represents an important moment in my life for which I am most appreciative. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank you, President Steinmeier and everyone on the Lesley University team for this wonderful honor bestowed upon Paula and me today. Lesley University is a special place for our family, as it is the alma mater for my wife Paula and for our late Aunt Bibby Levine Alphon. We have been pleased to have been able to support the university over the years through the Lunda Scholars Fund for financial aid and through the Lunda Arts Center, which we hope has helped to provide Lesley students with the opportunity to improve their lives through the education at this great institution. As you graduate today, please remember your past accomplishments at Lesley and your future accomplishments to come. America is a great country. Don't sell it short. Many opportunities lie ahead for you. Work at it. Enjoy it. Work is not work if you enjoy doing what you do. So congratulations to the class of 2021. The Lundas thank you and wish you all continued success. Thank you.